Hi guys! I'm very excited to share these new products with you. It's by a brand that I kind of been waiting for it to come into Singapore. It's called the Elite Models. Not the models but the makeup range. I have like the full range pretty much. Some of the products for a full makeup look, and this is basically the finished look, and I'm loving it. You can use them to create any of the Parisian feel kind of makeup, or this is what my take is for a more party night. So do watch on and I'll show you how to achieve this look. Okay, so the very first thing to do is to prime your face, and I'll be using the Fantastic Primer. This one. I got this at the Watson's Beauty Day Out. It's really good. I've been using it literally every day under my makeup. So what you do is, after you have done your cleansing, toning, moisturizing, putting on your sunscreen, then I'll put this on. This works as a base, and it will smoothen out the skin as well. Okay, and then I'll let the product sink in a bit. It's not really visible to the eye or to you in the video now, but actually as I'm applying the product, I can feel that my face is smoother, and it gives you a more matte platform to work with. And then the next step, I'll be using the base. This is the UV base in 02 Purple. This will help me to hide my dark spots, lighten my dark rings a bit as well. So this is how the product looks like, and to use it you have to shake it and then squeeze a little onto your skin. I will tend to concentrate a bit more around the eyes. So as you can see, the dark spots, the dark areas are slightly brighter now. So the next step is foundation. I'm using the Illuminating foundation. And it's the same thing. It's this easy pump. And all I do is to pump a bit and dab it on my skin before blending it out. Some people like to use the brush, but I like to use the foundation directly onto the face with my fingers. Actually there's a step where you have to put it in the back of your hand and start dabbing out, but I like spreading it this way because I really need that coverage, for especially around my eye area where it's so much darker. So for my eye area, I will dab a bit more because I realized that concealer tends to create even more dark rings as the pigments or something that's inside concealer. So I'll tend to just use foundation and I'll dab it. to bring the color. I'll bring the colors in, dabbing it bit by bit, and adding it layer bit by bit as well if I need even more coverage on certain areas that I want to cover up. Probably like certain red spots, I'll dab a little bit more, and for the eye area. So after foundation, the next step is to use the powder to set the foundation in. If your foundation still feels a bit wet, what I'll suggest is to let it dry even more first. So when you feel that it's not as wet, not as super sticky, then that's when the powder comes in. So what I have here is the two-way powder foundation, and inside is a very simple mirror on the top, and then powder, and above on the side is a black sponge. And basically, since you already have foundation on, I wouldn't approach powdering on, cutting on too much. So what I like to do is to use a brush to brush on the powder. I'll use a brush like this and go in and pick up some powder, and then just swirl and dab it onto my skin. And so now on to the eyeshadow. This is it. It's the dual light powders. This is 09 Pigalle. I hope that's how you pronounce. And let me show you. This is why I love their eyeshadows. Basically, every dual light powders, their eyeshadows come with a okay, let me get this. See this? The powder has the Eiffel Tower embossed into it, and then you get the mirror as well as the dual brush, the sponge brush. And seriously, I can't bear to spoil the image, but okay. Using the light color, the light pink. Destroy the Eiffel Tower. Okay. Basically, you swap it over the lid. You can see how full the color is. You don't really need to create a special base to apply your eyeshadow. So I'll apply it up to here, where the hollows of your eyes is. Okay, roughly here. And then using the thinner side of the brush, the sponge applicator, pick up the darker purple and gently tap on top of the hollows of your eyes, halfway through, roughly like this. And for the end, how do you end it is, okay, using some colors, you go on 45 degrees up. Okay, I know this is really harsh, but we'll be blending it out with the applicator. Very simple, right? So this is how I'll create the eyeshadow. And if you think it's still very dark, the lines are still too harsh, just pick up the light pink again and just lightly dab over the eyeshadow or the dark purple parts where you think it's too harsh, and the slowly dabbing effect will blend the colors out. And if you really want to highlight your brows area, I would suggest using your powder again, and this time using the sponge applicator. I would suggest using the bigger side to get to more surface area, pick up some face powder and apply here underneath your brows to brighten the area. Spread it, and I'll do a little on the inside as well. So now I'm done with the filling of the brows, and I've done the other eye as well. The next thing to do is to line the eyes, and this is the Liner Perfection. It's a liquid eyeliner. Although it might look a bit thick now, but it's really easy to apply, and you can get really thin and fine lines easily as well. So what I'm going to do is to go as close to the lash line as possible and create a really thin line. And then flicking it towards the end to match the 45 degrees tick that you did earlier. And flick it back in. Then I'll fill it up. So the idea here is to keep the whole eyeliner thin, only towards the end is thicker. Then the next part is the mascara, and this one that I have is a super length booster, and this has the special formula that will help you create as though you have lash extension. So what I have here is like this. It says day 1 is an instant extension, and on day 30 you will get visible growth on your lashes, and it proves here that you have 169% longer lashes. So let me apply this. Today is my day 1 of using this mascara. And I think it's pretty visible that my lashes have already kind of grown longer. And then while it's drying, I'll do one more. And this time I'm doing a zigzag motion as I go up. And the final step is what most people won't do, is to get your mascara brush straight up, and you pull it up. This is a step that you have to be really careful with, because you might just smudge it onto any part of your makeup. So do note, this is a lengthening mascara. It's not so much a volumizing, but I'm loving the length that it's giving to me. And last but not least, I want to introduce the lipstick that they have. It's called French Kiss, and it's really beautiful because the shade, this one that I have is 04 French Romance. It's a really sweet pink. It's a product that's been raved about. This is one of their best-selling product. Okay, so this is how it looks. French Kiss color. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lightly dab the color onto my lips so that it looks like a natural pink. As you can see, this shade 04 French Romance, it's a very natural pink, and it has this glossy feel to it. I love it a lot. It's very moisturizing, and it's kind of stays on for most of the time unless you're really rubbing it vigorously or when you're having a meal. Other than that, it stays on for most of the day, and I highly recommend it actually. It's very, very moisturizing, and it makes your lips feel as though it's very kissable. Then another product which is a high seller, bestseller, it's also the Intense Kajal Intense Kajal eyeliner. It helps you to create a smoky effect. The one that I have here is the 02 Emerald Green, and you can see it's this pointy crayon looking thing. So it creates a very nice color, and what you can do is you can slowly blend it out, and you can create a smoky effect that easily. If I'm not wrong, it comes in 3 shades, and this is one of it, the green. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it to the lower eye line, and to give this whole look a different feel. Basically, this is very much what I would do for my day look, and then with the Kajal, I can actually use it for night look. So what I like to do is, I won't go all the way to the end, I'll leave a space between the eyeliners. And I'll line it. Giving the end a thicker eyeline. And I'll wing it out a bit. Just be sure that both eyeline do not touch. This is how I'll do it. The sharp tips makes it really easy for you to line the eyes. So this is pretty much what I'll do for the night. And I'll add on a bit more blusher, and then I'm set to go. So I hope you like this video, and do share with me. Elite Model makeup is now available at Watson's, and the prices are really reasonable. It's not too expensive, and I think every girl can simply be a Parisian beauty as what the product sells. So hope you guys like it. Do comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye.